I fricked up. About 3 weeks ago, I owed $1,800 that I had to make within a weekend. And this is because I started getting some motion in my car detailing business, and one thing led to another, and I think I reinvested a bit too hard, and so I had to make it back. I had rent due that weekend. I had a coach I just bought who I had to pay off $600. I financed it. I bought a MacBook I financed, and these are all things that I needed to pay off within the weekend, or else I'm fucked royally. So, as any entrepreneur would do, they locked the fuck in and they just shut up and started working. And so here's a story of how I made that $1,800 in 4 days, strictly car detailing. I didn't make any money off my info product, which is car detailing, which is helping detailers scale. Strictly detailing. So if you're a detailer, please take notes. As you can see, this is pretty simple. There's not a lot, but as simple as it looks, it is hard. First thing I did was I actually started asking businesses, which is crazy. I used to door knock. I used to go door knocking all the time, and I do that for 2 to 3 hours, twice, 3 times a week. I get some clients that way. And I thought these people are so annoyed with me coming and knocking at their doors, and half of them just like say, I'm not interested, and shut the door in my face. I got to some critical Lucio thinking here, and I'm like, where can I meet them at some middle ground? Where can I meet them not at their house? I'm like, yeah, they go to work. Everyone goes to work. 99% of the world are slaves. And so I'm going to go ask them where their work is at. I'm going to show you this video, actually. I took a video of me asking a business.
My name's Lucio. I'm a local car detailer. So I started my business about 6 months ago. I thought it'd be a good idea to just go knock on doors and get my name out there. So
Your business cards?
yes, ma'am. How many people are here?
We have 6 that work here, and I think 3 or 4 of them are here now.
Cool. So I'll leave a couple of these.
Perfect.
QR code brings you right to my website.
Awesome.
I do mobile detailing, so I can even get them done here. I go to your house, inside,
Beautiful.
outside,
Thank
or
you.
both. Do you have any questions regarding your car?
No, I'm good. My man owns a body shop, so he does my car.
Oh, awesome. All right, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You have a good
great
one.
day.
Bye.
So these are one of my failed ones, but I do have some footage of some successful ones. But I thought that was a good, genuine conversation. And you got to know, there's a failure in this. Everyone's going to say, oh yeah, detail my car. So when people are at work, they're already subconsciously prepared to spend money, or they're literally just getting paid to be there. So being a distraction isn't really that bad. You coming in there and messing up their working, they don't really care that much. Imagine that's like going on your phone during work. They don't want to be there, and they're usually on the clock anyway. So tell them I'm a car detailer. I tell them a little bit about myself, how long I've been in businesses, and then what my services include. So I ask if they're familiar with car detailing. If it's a yes, I go into a different thing. If it's a no, I go into introduction. And I actually wrote entire scripts for this, so I'm going to talk about that a bit later. Every time I go out for 2 to 3 hours, I get at least one booking, usually $200 to $400. Usually the business owner is at their office. I try to go to small offices. And so that's exactly how I pulled in that $1,800. Not just that specifically, but that's one of the key pillars. That probably itself was $1,000. So number 2, we're going to do posting on communities. So posting in communities is a low effort, mid leverage activity. So it just means it's very easy to do. I do it like during the job, or I do it when I'm about to go to sleep. I'll just, oh, I haven't posted on Nextdoor in a while, so I'll do that. And it's mid leverage. So when I say mid leverage, it's not crazy high leverage. You're not going to have your business running on just Nextdoor app. A lot of people on there are Karens, or they don't care about you, or they're just genuinely poor. Just the demographic on there, it's a lot of poverty people. The richer people don't really go on there to scroll, or they'll just they're viewing. That's just my humble opinion. And I'm not in a super poverty area. I'm in Tampa, so if that just leads into anything saying, I think that's just the general demographic of Nextdoor. So you're going to get clients off of this. You're not going to get a lot of monthly clients just because their budget. I had a guy recently this week who I got off of Nextdoor. He was like, my last guy did it for $70 and he polished my whole car. I'm like, fuck off. I'm not competing with that. This is my service. This is how much it costs. If you don't like it, you don't have to work with me again. But it's kind of just annoying. He's like, oh, this guy was $70. I'm like, why don't you go with him? And he's like, because I can't get on his schedule ever. I'm like, yeah, he's probably out of business. charging $70 for 5 hours of work. Get out of here. I think I got 2 clients off of this, so that's a good $200-$300. So I still needed a little bit of money. Honestly, probably less, maybe 1 client off of that. Calling old leads, very undermined system right here for detailers. Calling, not just sending out, I'm doing a December special, holiday, Black Friday. You know, that stuff works in mass numbers. And, you know, a lot of y'all watching this don't have mass amounts of leads you can call. So calling them is insanely important. You have a database. Like if you're out here saying, I don't have a lead list, you do. You just suck at managing it. And you need to get a CRM or just put it in a PDF sheet where you can have instant access and write notes and, you know, statuses on them. Me, I use Go High Level. I'm not affiliated with them. Just that's the software I use. And so put all these people in one place so you can manually call them. And when I say calling instead of, you know, text, it's because they have the highest probability of somebody actually responding and booking. So when you call, it shows effort. It feels like a service in itself. You're going out of your way, you know, talk to them to see how they're doing, any updates. And then you can also, you know, specials, but in person, immediate answer, like yes or no. So these are going to be your warmest leads too. You've already talked to them before and they know who you are. Just weren't ready to book last time, or, you know, weren't in dire need of getting their car detailed. Now they are, because it's been a couple months and they would have called you if you yourself properly. So when you're in a crunch like I was, hitting those phones was very important for me. Very important. Maybe an hour. I think I had 120 leads. I bumped that in like 2 hours. Not all of y'all, like I filtered them out. Obviously I didn't call people who were like off or places like that. But yeah, I genuinely made that $1,800 in 4 days. I'm still alive. I'm still living by myself. And thankful that, you know, hard times comes even harder work. Like that just brings out the animal in you, just to not sink under. So if this helps at all, I have written entire scripts for going to Ask Businesses. I've written good copy for community posts. I think my latest post got about 19 likes, 10 comments, which is good for Nextdoor. That's not usually good. And then calling your old leads, I do have a cold calling script I recently just made. So I wrote scripts for each of these systems so you can actually implement it and take action, not just by yourself, so you know the direction you're taking. Oh, I'm so evil. I'm selling it for a price. I'm selling it for $27, guys. That's 2 Chipotle bowls. So if you think that would be helpful for you at all, I have a preview of it on the website in the link below. I will see you on the other side.